Patrick Dougherty, a world-renowned stick sculptor, is creating a sculpture for the UWSP campus with the help of UWSP students and community volunteers.
I've had to figure out what birds and beavers already know, and that sticks have an inherent method of joining. They snag on each other. In other words, if you drag it through the woods, they catch on every living thing. They've got an infuriating tendency to tangle. And so that's the very tangle, the simplest method of joining that we're using on hooking these sticks together. So we start out with the sticks that you see behind you that are upright in the ground. And then we use that as a kind of our basic structure that hooks it into the ground. Then we pull the shape, which is what we're doing over here, kind of pulling the shape that we like. And then we finalize that shape by making a kind of a structural weave around it, which is what we're about to do. And then the second phase is where we're using sticks to build a kind of decorate or, elaborate the surface. And that's more of a drawing style where you're using sticks to draw with, and you're concerned about their width and their color and how they lay in on top of each other to build a good surface that looks exciting. And then finally the cosmetics, which we started a little bit yesterday on this one over here, where we're trying to do fix-up. In other words, we're erasing things we don't like by using little sticks, nondescript sticks that kind of filter over things that are inconsistencies. Well, I try to come up with a new idea every place. In this case, I was thinking about a garden that I saw in England, in which they had specimen bushes that they had clipped into kind of architectural forms. And so in my mind, that would be a good starting point for something to work on, some shapes. So these are kind of big square bushes that have become architectural forms, and that's our and then so we organized this on this little piece of grass out here as a kind of garden, that has these shapes around the edge and allows the viewers to kind of walk through and in amongst these big shapes and forms and go inside as well.
Patrick says that one of the hardest parts of the process is dealing with frustration.
We are always frustrated on a daily basis, but the idea about sculptors is that they're problem solvers, and that's what we have to do every day. So if it's weather, rain, snow, people don't show up, we can't get the exact right stick. There's always something that we're striving to solve that day, and so that's just part of the process. Nothing goes perfect. Guess I've learned to be slightly uncomfortable, is what you'd say.
Dougherty also says his favorite piece is the one that he is currently working on.
Well, I always like the one I'm working on because I'm really interested in the process of making something. After something is made, it's presented to the public, and they are the ones that kind of start using it. But from the sculptor's point of view, the artist's point of view, the building of it and the interaction with the public as it's being built, and also with the people that help me, is the thing that I find the most interesting. So I guess my current favorite is the one here at Stevens Point.
Students and community volunteers are very excited to work on this project as well.
I just love Patrick. He's so easy to work with, and he's so patient and easygoing. He really knows how to work with people who've never done this kind of thing before. I've learned there's a lot of breakable ones, and my body's come accustomed to being hit with some willow. It doesn't even faze me now.
Yesterday was my first day, so today is my second day. But I live in eastern Lake County, and I'm an artist. When I heard about the project, I've been wanting to volunteer on one of Patrick's projects for several years. I started as a basket maker working with willow, and so he's very well known in sculptural, for sculptural work, but also because of the structures. It's very interesting from a construction standpoint as well as an aesthetic standpoint.
But this has really been my love, and I've spent a lot of time now, as a career has matured, and spent a lot of time working with saplings and trying to build things that cause people to come running.
For more campus, national, and world news, stay tuned to The Pointer at pointeronline.uwsp.edu.